Hello YouTube, we're going to make a regular fishing pole out of our Shakespeare Durango telescoping pole. One has 4 sections and it's hollow, and they telescope out. I have a video on it. I can put a link if you really want to see the original video, but when we're done you'll see what it looks like. It's probably going to be a 2-part video, okay? We're going to replace the factory part, right? That goes through this section of pipe. Okay, because they're tapered, they slide on the inside, okay, and then it will come on the inside and it locks in up here. This is just almost the same diameter, this, okay. Now I found this fishing yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't take any pictures. My daughter kicked my butt and she got a bluegill and a small, about 11-inch long channel cat at the lake. So I got to redeem myself. We're going with a bigger pole. We're going to show you the steps here real quick. What I did. Take your utility knife and scrape off. You got epoxy and threads that hold these on. That's how I'm going to put it on. Now when you do epoxy at home, they make a machine. Guys make it that always twirls it so the epoxy don't drip. I'm just going to put just enough on there and probably go like this, like a fool for who knows how many minutes. But I'll be wrapping it with thread. I'm going to use 20-pound rated like ice fishing line. Anyway, see where I start scraping the thread? Get down to where you get to this part, right? See that part? Where I scrape right down to the thing, and then you get down here, and there's epoxy back there. Cut that with your utility knife. Now I recommend, if you're not real good at this, take some small lightweight sandpaper and get this stuff off, okay? Don't scrape and dig into the fiberglass. This is fiberglass, and it could be graphite composite, because when I drilled it out, and to do this part is not that hard to do, okay? What I did was, this has thread just like here, up on this piece, alright? If you want to replace these ends, there's plenty of videos. So you scrape all that off. Then I took my utility knife and scored this to cut it. So I cut the rod off, then sanded the tip, don't leave no frayed parts, because this has to go up inside that hollow part, okay? And then we'll glue this on, which that means it's never going to go all the way down inside. We don't know yet. It might go down inside enough to put the rubber cap back in, okay? But I will show you all that once I'm done. And what we will do is just we'll epoxy this. We'll still put some thread over it and onto the rod and epoxy it both. So we'll have pictures of that. So look where you see this be epoxied. You'll see me put thread over it and epoxy too. So it'll be double tight on there. So we're going to go through this real quick. Like I said, I wanted to show you how you get these off a rod. Someone left this by a tree for me. It was all muddy. They left this for me. It looks like graphite. If you looked at the powder, it looks like fiberglass and graphite because it's all gray powdery, but you see the strands of fiberglass. So I say it's composite. It is way stiffer. Okay? I'm going to try to bend this for you on the camera. I know it's not much field of view. If you take the factory one off this pole, they're really flimsy. You get a little 2-pound fish, and this is what it looks like. See? But we're saving this. See where that rusted? After having it a few years, even stored away? I'll wire brush it off with a brush. So we're saving this. So everything we put on the rod, say we put an island on it with string or epoxy or something, we can always scrape it back off. But said they're cheap, the telescoping poles. I've seen them for 12 bucks. Anyway, enough of that. This will be it for part 1. We'll leave you some pictures. We'll come back and show you when we've got this piece slid in here and the tip glued on. Because we're putting less eyelets than what you probably should have. Because we want the thing to still shorten until you'll see what I mean. Just bear with me on this, and we won't make this too long. Just stay tuned, and you'll see the progress from this part. A lot of it will be in pictures. One more quick clip before we go on this episode. I left you some pictures how I was peeling all that thread and stuff off, then sanded, 220, then 1000 grit. This is going to get sprayed black again. I'm not a rod builder, so I'm just an amateur. I've repaired rods since I was a kid, and it's always worked. I used to use regular sewing thread and model car glue to put some of the island things back on, but you start with that big of a glob of a mess. Just go careful with your utility knife. Oh, and the tip on this, once you get that cut off, I scored around it with a X-Acto knife or utility knife. And just take various drill bits. I use my pin vise. And just drill out the rod stuff. Because it's going to get glued back on. Like I said, I had to take this off to get this rod together. And you'll see what I mean when I'm all done with the thing. So, if I didn't say thanks for watching, and look for some more pictures.